As maybe a very small handful of you might remember from many a moon ago, I reviewed what I believe to be... That's a corpse. No, I did not review the corpse. I basically made a video covering what I believe to be the worst conversion in all of Phantom Forces, that being the 22 conversion on the Vector. However, as of a couple of days ago, we received a massive buff to basically all the SMGs in the game, and with it actually came a bunch of buffs for a bunch of conversions. One, of course, being 22 on the Vector. Now, there's a long list of things that we could go over which were changed about the Vector. You know, we could talk about the fact that, like, everything about it was increased and ammo capacity was doubled and all that, and we could most definitely do that without actually looking further into it, because I don't actually have the thing pulled up because I literally could not find the update log again. I don't know what I'm doing. I literally don't remember where I put it. I genuinely don't. The general TLDR of it, though, is the fact that with the 22 conversion now, we get double the ammo capacity that we had previously with having it 20 rounds as opposed to just 10. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that we have extended damage range, because 25 damage with 1200 RPM out to 50 studs is still not terrible. And even though we are doing only 14 damage at range, which I could have sworn was lower, with 20 rounds, it actually is kind of decent. Now, not only do I want to talk about the updated 22 conversion, but I also want to tell you about why I believe it is one of the best conversions in Phantom Forces at the moment. And yeah, honestly, I think we're gonna have a great time with this. And of course, if you end up enjoying the video, consider subscribing. We're well on our way to 200,000 subscribers, and I'd love to hit that milestone by the end of the year. With that said, let's get into the Vector with 22 conversion. Yeah. So, as I said, we are going to be doing 25 damage out to like a little bit. I wouldn't even call it a medium distance necessarily, but for like an SMG, I guess it's more of a medium distance, right? Nice little chunky 50 studs right there. It's about this far out. It's okay. And we're doing a minimum of 14 damage out to 150 studs with a 20 round magazine, a 1200 fire rate, pretty dang low muzzle velocity, right around the same as the Zip 22. Of course, everybody's favorite secondary in the entirety of Phantom Forces. And we have some nice chunky headshot multipliers giving us 75 damage with each headshot that you do out to 50 studs, which means just with this attachment alone, which not only reduces the Vector's recoil, but also gives us a crazy headshot multiplier, we can output some insane freaking damage. I'm very excited. Now, with that said, the recoil is not taken down all too much. Like, it's not going to be the best thing ever. It's not going to be a laser beam like it kind of used to be, but comparing the stock recoil to what the recoil looks like with 22, it is basically night and day. Now, that is also going to be without any other attachments at all, which of course we're going to fiddle with here in just a moment. But I think you could probably see so far that we're actually, with something that can do as little as 14 damage, literally doing a pretty decent job. So one of the many things that we can try here is we could just try throwing something like a compensator on. Throw on like some random little grip or whatever, random little laser sight. Actually, have you guys heard of the double yellow laser meta? That's crazy, bro. Oh, I just spawned. That was cringe. The double yellow laser thing is something that I have to visit one of these days. But for the sake of argument, let's just go ahead. We're just going to build a pretty standard little Vector right here. And you can see, nice little amount of damage right there. Nice little bit of recoil. Not too shabby at all. 0.05 time to kill is kind of crazy. Of course, we could do things like suppressors as well, like an ARS suppressor, and it's going to basically have like a similar kind of effect. The recoil is still very, very low for this. Yeah. Oh, I love cross mapping with Vector with the 22 conversion. Oh, he's on his way. Ah, one more. Oh my gosh, bro. I just want to reiterate, this thing does almost as little as 10 damage. Like, it doesn't quite get that low, but it gets pretty low. Like, and the point of this, I know people get mad whenever I'm like, oh, I can cross map somebody with this SMG. They're like, dude, that's not the point, bro. Yes, I get that. I know. I mean, like, something like this, it goes without saying, it's going to be crazy good up close. So if I can throw some crazy range on it too. Wow, that was bad. That was terrible. If I can get some nice range out of this, did that guy just spawn out of the other one? I don't know. If I can get some nice little medium range like that out of it, I'm going to be very, very happy. Dude. Uh-oh. I don't think I'm not getting out of that one. And part of the reason that I really hated the Vector with 22 conversion before is not because its damage, wasn't because of its muzzle velocity or its fire rate or anything like that. It was strictly because of the fact that it only had 10 rounds. So you do like, and then that'd be it. That'd be your magazine right there. You didn't get a kill? Oh, boohoo. Well, you're dead. I don't know why my ammo counter is not on in the corner. That's the second time now that I've somehow accidentally disabled it. I don't know how I manage this. I really don't. No way. There's still penetration on this. Did I actually... I can actually wallbang with this still too. What is the penetration on this? It cannot be much. It cannot be that much. I will say though, having 20 rounds on this literally just makes it a completely different weapon. You actually have a lot more ability to be able to actually kill people with it. And it's kind of fun. Let me just turn my ammo counter back on. I don't know how I keep managing that. So I got my magazine down to 10. This is what it was originally like. And that's it. That's your magazine. Hi. Please don't kill me. Thank you. There we go. I just shot 10 rounds right there too. That's your whole magazine. Again, didn't get a kill. Boo-hoo. You're dead. But now it is this is a changed man. This is a changed conversion right here. It is just, for me, it's one of the more fun conversions in the game. That's the thing, is it's like, is it the most damage? No. Is it the least recoil? No. Does it have like the lowest cost to get? No, it's a 3,000 kill requirement. It's definitely one of the highest in the game for conversions. But what it does have is like a really nice fun factor to it that just kind of allows you to just have a good time. And honestly, there's not really too many conversions in this game that really provide the experience that this one does. It pretty much changes the entire way that the vector works, but you still basically play the same way, right? And that's the cool part. You still get to be a fast, speedy boy with a little magazine right there. You still get very little recoil, and you still get to have a good time. I did not even see him. My brain was not picking him up. Now, does this quite mean that we're going to be cross-mapping people? Not entirely. I just got 56 damage right there. That's great. Hey, that's a cool-looking AK-107. Good for you, buddy. But this is a very, very fun little way to use an SMG that's already pretty dang good, especially as of this update. It is a little cursed in the recoil department, but it's still fun. One of the fun things about this, too, that I have found that I kind of like, and I don't know if it's intentional necessarily, but it is going to be that the hipfire recoil is basically nothing, right? So for all practical purposes, you don't even really have to aim with this. You just walk up to people holding left click. Yeah, you just left click. So that means we can have all the maneuverability of like a normal SMG, I guess, and not have to worry about like ADSing or anything like that, because God forbid you do that, right? Why is this working? Oh, I love it. That's a corpse of my teammate nonetheless. Dude, look at this. Peek again. I dare you. I dare you. Steven wins again. You know what this is like for me? I've been going crazy with the MP9 in Counter-Strike lately. Obviously, you only hip fire in Counter-Strike. That's what this reminds me of a lot. 41 and 22. I nearly got a 2.0 KD and over 40 kills with freaking Vector with 22. I was really about to try to out DPS a BFG. Oh, smartest player right here, boys. Yeah, I don't know. It's a Vector with 22 conversion. I do like it a lot. It is genuinely a very, very fun way to use the Vector, let alone kind of any SMG in this game. That doesn't mean that it's the most fun. Again, is it the best? Is it the lowest recoil? No. It's just a fun way to use a weapon. The Vector is one of those guns in Phantom Forces that really just has a ton of different ways to use it. There's so many different conversions for it that basically turn it into like a whole new weapon, and I think that's pretty cool. And this is just kind of one of many ways that you can do that on one of many different weapons in the game that have their own little sets of conversions that allow you to do very silly, fun stuff. Now, with that said, there's really not too much else that I can talk about whenever it comes to this. It is just, like I said, a fun conversion on a fun weapon. And I think it is genuinely a decent option now compared to how it used to be, where I pretty much thought it was borderline useless, right? But post-update, this is a very fun way I can't speak English. Post-SMG update, this is a very fun way to actually use it. And I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on this in the comment section below, as well as any other video ideas that you guys might have, or any other games that you'd like me to check out in a video. Big shout out to all the channel members that are up on screen right now. You guys are awesome and help me make these videos as often as I do. And if you guys want to become a channel member just like the people up on screen right here, you can do so with the link in the description below. But if not, you can do something as simple as just liking the video and subscribing. Of course, you got to do that. You got to have little notifications on to get notified of all new videos that come out. But yeah, pretty much that's it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And with that said, peace.